Yeah. Live.
What's going on, guys? It is the Raindrop Combos podcast with Stacy and our girl Michelle, who is not in right now. However, she will be back with us hopefully next week. She could make it today, and hopefully we'll be having Zaza, our favorite entertainment reporter, come in a little bit later as well. However, tonight I am so excited. We have a guest, as you can see. This is our guest. He said that he's a millennial, but he's actually a Gen Zer when I saw when he graduated from college. So you're a Gen Zer. However, this young man, I was so impressed with him. I'm walking in the mall with my daughter, and he came up to me. He and his business partner, or one of his business partners, came up to me trying to sell me. I'm going to let him know. I'm going to let him talk about what he's trying to sell or what he tried to sell me and what he's into. But I was just so impressed. We had the most delightful, wonderful conversation. It was just the energy. Your energy is great. But his name is Mr. Ja. Ja, say hey to the people.
Hello, Grand Rising, Grand Rising.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. When we talked to them all that one time, I was like, ooh, I would love for you to be on our podcast, at some point. And you so graciously graced us with your presence today. So let me give you guys a little bit of background. Mr. Ja, who I said is a Gen Zer, graduated HBCU, Virginia State University, 2020. Woo woo! Congratulations. He is also not a native of Atlanta. He's a native Virginian. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you moved to Atlanta after graduating from college to pursue your career in network marketing. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. I am so excited that you're here. Give us a second. Let's go through our intro, and we're going to get into this conversation. So how's it going, sir?
It's going amazing. I can't complain at all. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Let's talk about you. Tell me why you came to Atlanta.
You really want to know the story?
I do.
You really want to know the story?
I really want to know.
Okay. So, I am a health and wellness coach for Total Life Changes. So I help people feel good, lose weight, gain weight, or just overall feel good about themselves.
Okay.
So my business partner actually moved down here when I was in Virginia.
Oh.
And when she moved down here, I was seeing how fast she was taking off. I was seeing the pictures she was taking, who she was hanging out with in the business, and it just inspired me. So when I was in Virginia, I was just like, I'm not really doing much here. I'm like, I can't really grow here. Virginia is if y'all have not been in Virginia, it's cute for a little tour vibe.
Virginia Beach, I've been there.
Virginia Beach, yeah, that's where I'm from.
Ooh.
But it doesn't give what it
Life.
gives when it doesn't give it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah.
So not only am I from Virginia Beach, but I moved up to Petersburg for school, and it's just a dead zone. So slow. Yeah. Nobody is really like energetic like me. I wasn't surrounded by too many people who had the same mindset as me. So I was just like, I've always wanted to come to Atlanta. Atlanta is an entrepreneur state. Like, why not just take the leap out on faith and just move? So that's why I'm here in Atlanta.
That's so amazing, because I can't imagine. I mean, I've been around the Atlanta area all my life. Well, I'm from New York, but I moved here as a kid, so but I couldn't imagine, and maybe at some point, but being so young and leaving your home, going all the way to another state. I mean, did you know what you were going to do when you came to Atlanta already?
Oh, you want the real stuff. I was surface talking. I was just like, let's give us all this.
No surface here.
No surface here.
No surface here.
Okay.
Let's go.
In the process of me moving to Atlanta, I did have an apartment. After, like she said, I graduated in 2020. Everybody knows that's when the pandemic hit.
Yeah.
Around that time, I didn't want to move back home. Like, it was my senior year. My mom and my sister was like, come home, you'll work here, da 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 da. And I'm just like, I just know if I go back home, I'm just gonna be depressed, sad. It's not a lot of inspiration back at home. No shade, no tea, but
right. I mean, it is what it is.
No shade, but if you're a generational curse breaker, you got to keep on breaking chains. Period.
Pooh.
So after I graduated or whatever, I stayed with my friend. Me and her wound up getting an apartment. I wound up getting a job, and I wound up getting a car. And during the pandemic, when my parents and when my sister and all of them said you can't do it, and I was just like,
shout out Michelle.
If it's meant to be, it's gonna happen for me, and that's exactly what happened. So
okay,
I was there. I was there.
Okay.
When that lease was up, y'all, when I was excited, I was ecstatic. But right now my thing is, if I can do it, you can do it.
Yes.
So in order for me to move, right, I'm gonna get real deep and personal.
Go ahead. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for.
An ideal person, someone who, will want to do the right thing, will say, I don't want to move until I have this amount of month rent.
Yes.
I don't want to move because I don't have no money. Me, on the other hand, I only had enough money. Y'all listening?
Yes.
For gas to get down here. And for I moved here in the end of April. So I had to have that week's rent.
During the pandemic?
No. This was this year.
Okay.
This is this year. So I waited a year. So I waited a year to actually move to Atlanta because I have an apartment. But after that lease was up, I took a leap out on faith, and I came here with just money for gas and money for that 1 week rent, knowing that week was due the next week, not having no type of stream of income. When I say it was meant for me to be here,
yes,
it was meant for me to be here. When I say my hustle kicked in, as soon as when I stepped in this house, it said, all right, I gotta call some people. What's up, y'all? I got some.
Here it is.
It's amazing to be able to tell my story and just to stay you don't have to live the ideal way. You don't have to save up money to if it's meant.
What is the ideal way? What is the ideal way?
The ideal way is have at least 3 months, maybe 1 or 2 months rent saved up. Okay. Make sure your bills are taken care of. Making sure it's a lot of things that I did that people will look at that was irresponsible or immature.
I mean, but faith is about, believing in the unseen and unknown.
Exactly. I don't know what is in front of me. It's not my job to know what the process looks like. It's just for me to focus on the vision. And that's what I've been doing ever since I've got here. And that's my story. And I'm sticking to it. If I can do it, you can do it. Period.
What did your family say? What did your mom say? What did your sister say when you just made this decision to jump out on faith and move, a whole new state, miles and miles away?
Well, I think when I made that first move, when I didn't come home to Petersburg, got my car, got my house, I think they realized okay, he knows what he's doing. We're not going to stress. Okay. And I think when I told them I was moving to Atlanta, they was probably like, are you sure you want to move to Atlanta? Why don't you want to wait? Yeah. They kind of gave that vibe, I don't know if you should. And I'm just like, well, it's not really up to you, Because at the end of the day,
I'm grown.
I'm grown. That's one, but I like to be respectful. But like I said in the beginning, when it comes down to breaking the generational curse in your family, it's bigger than just graduating. It's actually being the first millionaire in your family. It's inspiration to other people, uplifting other people, and uplifting your family at the same time. So that's my purpose and that's my vision. I have to inspire those to take action within themselves, because that's what we're here for. We're here to take action, live our life, and there's a lot of stuff going on. It's just don't worry, distractions.
How do you deal with the distractions? Because here's the thing. Okay. I'm going to use Michelle's term. I'm 44 years old. She says that literally every podcast, every show. So I'm 44 years old. And I mean, just dealing with, what's going on. And I'm not as, I guess, engaged in society, as you guys may be in your generation. Okay. You got technology, you have social media. We didn't have all of that stuff when we were younger. Yeah. So how do you deal with all of these distractions and, all of these other things going on while you're still trying to achieve your goal, and without becoming or without, thinking about the ideal and doing what's best for you?
So if you was to ask me this same question like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, I probably would have gave you some BS answer.
Okay, no BS here.
I probably would have given some BS answer, but because I was able to go through the process that I've been through, I feel like in order for you to go to the next level, you have to release the older version of yourself. And that's why I was able, why I was able to get here into Atlanta. But when you release the older version of yourself, you have to know who you are first. Yes. And when I was back in Petersburg, like I was dealing with a lot when it comes down to my sexuality, coming down to my belief system, who I was supposed to be, my superpower. You know, I was struggling, right? Okay. And then I just realized that I needed to get it together and act on it. Like, what is it? You know, of course, you know, I was down, I was depressed, but I started learning myself. I started getting in tune with myself. I started meditating. Yeah. I started getting in tune with who I am. And that's why I was able to get through the distractions, you know, because you allow, if a lot of people, they aren't really, they're not really hip, right? The law of allowing, like I allow distractions to come in my life.
Really? Tell me more about that. I like that.
So the thing about it is a lot of people fail to realize that you are the own creator of your life. So whatever goes on in your life, it's on your terms, not nobody else's terms. And there's no shade, no tea. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to like, if I want to talk to you, if we want to date, I give you the option to date me. I don't, it's not.
Hello, I give you access. Hello.
Okay,
I control the access to this, baby. Right. Period.
And that's because I'm grounded and I know who I am. So when it comes down to distractions, I give the distraction the opportunity to distract me, but I know how to snap back out of it because I'm just like, okay. Like, you know, the thing about it is if you know who you are, and if you give into distractions, you get lost into the distraction, you feel out of place. So when I feel out of place, I already know I'm out of alignment with what I'm doing. I just snap back into reality. I'm just like, okay, you know, I need to posture back up. I need to get back into it.
How did you snap back into place so easily? Because I think a lot of people go through all of that and don't know how to, you're saying, you know, just snap out of it. Like, we don't know how to do that. The majority of people, they get lost in those distractions. They get lost in that clutter, you know, and that's when depression starts to set in. That's when anxiety sets in. So how do you say, okay, I'm welcoming you into my world, but I can also shut the gate when I'm ready to? You know, how do you do that?
How do I get out of, it was kind of like two questions. Was 2 questions in there? Like you want to know
how do you snap out of it? How do you just say, you know what, enough is enough. Let me get back into alignment and move on.
So alignment is all about your purpose. A lot of us don't really know what our purpose is, but once you find out what your purpose is, you'll know when you're out of alignment. So I'm gonna give y'all an example. If my purpose is to inspire, encourage other people to step out of their comfort zone, you know, get into action and be who they are, you know, shine bright like a diamond, like I am, like, you know, if I can do it, you can do it. If that's my purpose, and if I'm under a man and I'm not going on Instagram doing anything that's inspirational, if I'm not focusing on my business, if I'm not making sure that I'm doing the necessary things to be that generational curse breaker, if I'm not trying to incorporate new products, if I'm not trying to network, then that's me falling out of alignment.
Okay.
But this is how you do it. But this also, my way of snapping back into, you know, in alignment with myself is not going to be the same way for somebody else. I know to get back into my alignment, I meditate, but I have to make sure that when I wake up, that I'm in a good mood. If I'm not in a good mood, if I feel off, I stay in bed, and it sounds a little depressing, but I stay in bed and I put on an audio. And when I'm in that audio,
what? Meditation?
No. So I do listen to different speakers.
Okay.
I listened to Abraham Abraham, what is his name? Abraham Hicks. I think I'm saying it wrong.
Yes, you are. No, that's right. Abraham Hicks. I think you're right. Yeah.
I love
audios.
I probably put on like an audio of a book that I'm reading. I'm currently reading like a leadership book. And people fail to realize, like, you know, when you're in bed, sometimes you get sleepy, but it's the subconscious mind that's still awake.
Yes, that cannot sleep or does not sleep. Yes.
So it's just like when I go back into that resting, I know that I'm still awake in a way, but I'm just not awake like, with my eyes open and stuff like that.
Right.
But when I wake back up, I feel rejuvenated. I feel like, oh yeah, let's get this day started. Like it's something in me that gets me running. And then after I get that good energy, I sit down in my room, I sit down in my living room, and I go right into meditation. Meditate for at least 10 minutes. I'm trying to, do like 15, 20, but, we working on it.
I mean, quieting your mind for even 10 minutes is so hard. I mean, my therapist just told me about sound bowls. Have you heard about that?
Yes, I had to get
Okay, so everybody knows but me. Got it.
But they help with your chakra, though.
Yes, exactly. It helps it helps to align your chakra. So and when he first played it, and of course it's supposed to be done in person. So we don't really know how it impacts, because we're doing everything virtually. We don't know, how well it comes across. But for me, maybe it was that day, it didn't come across at all. Like my mom was like, my God.
But, do you have music and stuff in the background when you meditate?
No.
Try to do that. Try to work on that.
Okay.
Try to do that, like some meditation music, and get lost in the music. Like that's the point of having the music, getting lost in it. And once you get lost, it is kind of hard to, I want to say nothing's hard. Let's just say that nothing's hard. I don't like using that word because that means we're speaking that out there, and it's just like, okay, well,
right.
We
have challenges, right?
Yeah, we have challenges that we're going to conquer. But when I would listen to audios, and they would say, it is, difficult to quiet your mind, but whatever comes, like whatever thought runs, you address it and you smile at it and keep on going.
Okay.
So that's what I've been doing. Like when I'm just thinking about work, I try to do like this, like, oh my God, and I just smile and keep on going, smile and keep on going, smile and keep on going.
Speaking of work, let's talk about that. I know, like I said, we're going to talk about, you were trying to sell me something in the mall.
Yes.
Let's talk about you. I mean, and your beautiful, sweetest pie coworkers, or not, I'm saying coworkers, partners, business partners, and you can shout them out, because they were just too adorable. It was like the awesome threesome,
Okay.
But tell us about it. Tell us what you do.
Well, shout out to my coach, Unique. Okay.
Okay.
She's the reason why I came down here. She's the young lady I was telling you about that moved down here and inspired me to come down here.
Oh, so that was her. Okay, now I know her as Shanteria. You said Unique, so
yeah.
Okay. Okay, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure we're talking about the same young lady. Got it. Okay. So, and what's the other young lady's name?
Kiana. So
Kiana.
She's in the business too, and she's doing an amazing job. So shout out to her.
Yeah, shout out Kiana and Unique. I'm gonna say your friend's name. How about that? I'm gonna use the friend and family name. But tell us what y'all do.
So basically, we are health and wellness coaches. We are brand ambassadors, you would say. We like to say we're paid brand ambassadors. We get paid to look good. Period. If you don't follow
that
me
ain't hard for them, y'all. I promise they all cutie pies.
Okay. If you don't follow me on Instagram, it's JAHMEILL. Make sure you check me out. Content is fire. But I am a paid brand ambassador. I actually lost over 55 plus pounds using my products.
Woo! Are you serious?
I did.
How long did it take?
It took me 3 months because I was being consistent.
Very good.
When I say we have the detox tea, this is what helped me lose weight. Basically, it cleans out your colon. A lot of people don't realize, but we have a lot of weight built up because we're not going to the bathroom properly.
Max.
When it comes down to dogs, if you have a pet, that pet has to go to the bathroom every time it eats.
Right.
We need to give that same energy when it comes down to our colon. But because we don't give that same energy, we got all this sugar, honey, iced tea built up in our colon and wonder why we can't lose weight.
Literally.
So we got the ISOT.
Okay.
And we also have NRG. Now the NRG, I don't know if you drink coffee or Red Bulls, anything.
Red Bulls? Oh my God. I thought those were heart attacks in cans, but go ahead.
Yeah, but I be driving around seeing people having a pop a Red Bull. I'm just like, get you an NRG, baby. But the NRG is an all-natural supplement that gives you energy. It helps you focus, and it has 5-HTP in it. Don't know if y'all know what it is, but 5-HTP
tell us anyway.
Helps you get positive signals to your brain. So you can be just like a happy pill.
So like serotonin, and is that a powder?
No, it's a capsule.
Okay, so serotonin in a capsule. Got it.
Yeah, serotonin in a capsule. And then my multivitamins over there, but we also have a multivitamin. It's called NutriBurst. Has all your vitamins. It gives you energy, and it's 98% absorption rate. It's amazing. You feel amazing. I love my products, and they're all natural.
Really? Yeah. Okay. When we say all natural, so tell us a little bit more about that.
So all natural meaning that it's like you can consume it and it won't really give you any like bad side effects when it comes down to you see what I'm saying? Like it's natural herbs. Our NutriBurst is nothing but vitamins and fruit. So there's nothing put in it that's not like if you read it, you'll understand
nothing artificial.
You'll understand what's on the label versus what is this and why.
Right. RX 9, 10, 11, 12, right?
Exactly.
All of that glucose, whatever. Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's what I do. I help people look good, get paid.
And is there a website? Hey. Wait a minute, come through hair.
Look snatchiana.
Thanks, honey. It's giving Panamanian. My dad.
Oh my God. Why am I in the middle of them right now? Number one, I look old in the middle of these two. Well, welcome to the program. Welcome to the show tonight, Zaire. Zaire, I don't know how long you've been able to be on, but Zaire meet Ja. I'm sorry, I was about to say Jamil. Zaire meet Jamil. Jamil meets Zaire. Zaire is our regular Wednesday night entertainment reporter for representing for Gen Z, just like you are. And he claimed millennial, just like you did.
I'm literally a millennial, like totally a millennial.
Both of y'all ate Tide Pods, okay?
No, they ate some Tide Pods, honey. I didn't eat none of that.
Okay, both of y'all are in the generation that ate Tide Pods. How about that?
No, they was a little younger than me.
Yeah, that was
okay. Well, I'm glad that you made it. So let's kind of talk about just the health consciousness. I mean, like, I remember being younger, being y'all's age. I'm gonna tell y'all, we weren't as health conscious as y'all are. In college, yes. However, you ran around. That was something to do. But I can't remember like going to work out at the gym or anything like that when I was 23, 24. Like I just don't remember. So you guys' generation is so health conscious. How do y'all keep up with that?
For me,
why is it so important too?
I go to the gym at least 4 times a week. I try to go 4 times a week. I know. I try to go 4 times a week. Maybe sometimes it might be 2, but I still made it.
Yes.
But,
well, I mean, then you got a super dope trainer too.
I do. Shout out to Nikki D. But I don't know. Like,
why is it so important to you guys?
I think that social media has a lot to do with it. Like, if you can't get that BBL, girl, go to the gym. If you can't get that BBL, honey, go to the gym. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
okay, what does that stand for again?
The Brazilian butt lift, girl.
But you told me that before. Okay, I'm still trying to say big booty. Okay, never. Okay, so Brazilian butt lift, which I still don't understand why that's such a big thing. But okay, social media, got it.
Right. But I don't know. I try to go to the gym as much as I can. I try to. But you also have to realize that, like, there's a lot of people in my generation that don't eat a lot of stuff that we were accustomed to eating. Like, I say that all the time. Like, me, I don't eat beef and pork. It's like when I was younger, I was eating stuff that I probably shouldn't be eating as a 5-year-old. Like, there's no reason why I was eating pickled pig feet at 5 years old. You know what I mean? Like, there's no reason.
It look cute. It was pink.
Like, I was eating ham hocks and neck bones at 5. Like, what is that? I don't know.
But people from the country. That's
right. Right. But it's like, I don't eat that now. Like, I don't have the desire to eat beef or pork. I just feel like a lot of people are more conscious, not even like as fitness wise, but also like mentally wise. Like, it's a huge rise in mental health too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, mental health awareness. Like, if we're talking about stuff like that, like even Simone or Naomi, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
so wait a minute. Tell me now. I know Simone. If you give a little background, I know Simone, said that hey, she won't be performing in the Olympics. Simone Biles, that is gymnast, won't be performing in the Olympics due to her just taking care of her own mental health and doing some self-care. Did Naomi do the same thing?
I believe she did. She's not in it at the moment. Olympics right now. I definitely think she did it to take a break.
And that's Naomi Osaka, tennis pro or tennis phenom, actually.
Right.
Okay. So mental health. I mean, the fact that you guys are so aware of mental health is so great because I'm looking at Generation X, which is two generations before you guys, one generation before you guys, but two. But we didn't focus on mental health like that. Some of us did. It wasn't as widely, spread as it is now. So how do you all in your own personal lives make sure that you stay I'm about to say Jamil. I want to say your whole name. That's why I keep getting twisted. How do you guys stay in alignment, and just making sure that your mental health remains a priority in your lives?
Well, I think for me personally, I've been depressed before. And I was depressed because I was overweight and I wanted to stomach. And like she said, like Instagram does plays a part of it because when you're strolling on your Instagram, you see me on my newsfeed. I see guys with the pack, the arms, and I'm just like, damn.
I be seeing them in my DMs.
When I'm looking at it, I'm in my bed looking at my stomach, and I just like, damn, like, what is it that's gonna, motivate me and get me active? So once I came across, the TLC, the brand, the health, the wellness, and once I see that I lost this weight, that's when my confidence shot up. That's when my mental health shot up. That's when I started to get, more aware of my surroundings and my environment, my energy, everything. So it started me personally. In order for me to be here right now, it had to be because of my weight and my mental health. So
I can understand that connection.
When you're sick of being depressed, you have options now to actually get something to help you lose weight before you get that BBL. You have the option.
I mean, I don't know if BBLs are really to lose weight though.
I mean, that butt be poking out, so the tummy really flattering.
No, that is not a valid response as far as I'm concerned to needing to lose weight.
It's not, but hey.
I mean, it's actually kind of dangerous, but
I know a lot of women. I know a lot of women who are getting BBLs, and in order for you to get a BBL, you have to have a certain amount of weight on you. So if you're overweight, you have to lose it. I've helped so many. It's bad, but I helped so many women lose weight with this detox tea just
to get a freaking butt lift.
Yeah, I was trying to let them know, like, girl, you already losing on weight. Like, just keep on taking the product.
I'm so confused, though.
I'm just like, okay, girl, all right.
I'm confused. Who are they doing this for? Are they doing it for men or other women, or are they really wanting to see themselves with a bigger butt? I mean, or lifted butt? I don't know.
I think it's both, but also you have to realize that, like, when you get a BBL, to be honest, like, your money now. Like, if you get a BBL, your money. Like,
what does that mean?
If, hypothetically, if I was to get a BBL right now, right, and I start posting me and my BBL on Instagram, I can make at least what? I can make something out of something. I can
doing what? Just showing your butt?
Posting on Instagram, I can make money showing my body. I could become a Fashion Nova model. Now it's ZA 20 to get your next 20% off your Fashion Nova purchase. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can be an ambassador for Fashion Nova. People are going to start sending me
over
stuff.
A butt because you got a butt lift.
But it's not just the butt. You have to think about what comes along with the butt. You're getting, first of all, they take fat from your body. So they take fat from your midsection. They take fat from wherever it is. They put that in your butt. They make your waist snatched, honey. So now you're snatched with a big booty. The ballers, they're going to be in your DM. So You posting whatever the ballers give you. Now you're getting more revenue because people like, oh, she living a flashy life. Like, how she do that? I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So now people are sending you clothes because your body looks good. They want to see that body in their clothing line. Of course, a startup. They're going to send you stuff. Now, next thing you know, you hosting clubs. Next to Ari, you hosting clubs.
Okay,
next
so let me interrupt. Then, okay, so if it's all going to boil down to how you look, and I mean, going to those extremes, I don't mean just, getting in shape, but if it all boils down to how you look, why y'all worried about mental health? I mean, like, for what? Why are you worried about?
So being in network marketing, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you are whatever business, whatever brand you're promoting, trying to push, whatever products you're trying to give, you cannot, me as a health and wellness coach, I can't sell these products looking like a nightmare. I can't sell a dream looking like a nightmare. So when it comes down to promoting, when it comes down to, reaching out to different audiences, you have to have a look. You have to have.
But it's all that necessary. Like, it's all that extra. Because I was telling Zaire the other day, like, I'm looking at all these little girls, and I say little girls, no offense, millennials, Gen Zers, they all look alike. The same hair, the same makeup, the same lashes, the same BBLs, the same, like, it's just, there's literally no individuality in all of this. To get a check from somebody else, that, to me, that just seems kind of crazy. Like, where are the values? Like, what other things other than looks are placed in that value system? I don't understand that.
Money, though. But the thing is, not only
money is
that,
not.
But you could be a boss too. That's a value. If you value being an entrepreneur, you could be that too. If you value being the first person in your family to bring in some type of entrepreneurial wealth or generational wealth, you could do that too. But
what are you sacrificing?
I think you're sacrificing a lot. You're sacrificing privacy. You're sacrificing, I don't know, but you're sacrificing a lot. I think privacy would have to be one.
I mean, but do you have self-esteem? Because you can't do all of that without, I mean, you can't go to the gym and work out, get your little cute shape, wear cute clothes, and, work hard, buy whatever, and jet set, and, fly here, fly there, take pictures, post them on Instagram. Like, you can't do all that without distorting your body.
Absolutely. I do it all the time because I can't afford a BBL.
I was about to say, yeah, I do it, girl. That's why we
so clearly we have two of the smarter ones of your generation. Got it.
We just know, I feel like, me and her, we just know what society likes. And that's what society likes right now. But because we are the opposite of what people like, or what people like, that's how it's going to be more easier for us to make more money because we're different. Because sooner or later, I'm not going to hold you, it's going to get tired.
Because you're natural.
The big booty is going to get tired. Mm-hmm. Like, it's going to be over with. But the natural MFers, we're going to be running the game because it's like, we can't, what you got to say? Like, we're going to be running this up.
And at 44, I'm 44 years old, and I still feel like I'm hot for whatever. Period, poo. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on a little bit. What's going on out in these millennial Gen Z dating streets, guys? How the streets out there looking out? Zaire, you'll be here tomorrow. You'll be here in Atlanta tomorrow.
Yay! Let's work out, girl.
Call me now.
You guys got to link up. I mean, link at least to get each other's information. I mean, I don't know, y'all. Audience, are y'all seeing a podcast with these two? I'm seeing it. I mean, they pretty dope together, aren't they? I'm just saying. But what's going on out in these streets? Because I mean, you hear, you just mentioned Ari, you hear all this baby mama drama and fighting, the girls are fighting over the as I say, no good Negroes. That's my term. Like, fighting over the no good Negroes. What's going on out there?
It's funny because I read a tweet today and it was like, the dating pool has pee in it. And I retweeted it.
Wait, you said what? You said what?
The dating pool has pee in it. You know what it's honey, it got pee.
I'm talking about loaded.
The dating pool got pee, honey. And I said, yeah, I sure did retweet it. Absolutely.
So the dating pool has pee in it. Go on and explain that to us.
I just feel like it's very much bottom of the barrel when it comes to these. I told you last week, like see, and it's funny because I literally have these conversations with my friends every day, and I'm just like, we want to get married, like we still have that, I'm gonna have a white dress. I literally sat here with two of my best friends, and I was like, we was planning out our wedding, like, you gonna be in my wedding, you gonna do this, you gonna do that. The thing is, it's like,
who you gonna marry?
Because I don't see, these men are not even boyfriends. Like, I don't even see that.
So, they are situationships.
Entanglements.
No Jada.
No Jada, no August, just entanglements. Like, but I mean, I'm not even gonna hold you. So I do have a little Tinder account, right? But
okay.
I have a cute, I swipe left, I swipe right, because like I was telling you earlier, like, I'm giving people the permission to enter my life. Yes. So because I already have that mindset, it's like when I be talking to people, I want something different, and I know it's not coming from no dating app. Right. I'm not here like I'm gonna let y'all know all my business, all my tea. Like, I don't care.
I mean, but no shade.
no shade, but
spill it, baby.
I haven't had any type of sexual intercourses since maybe 5 years ago. It's about to be 6 coming up. And every time
my God. I mean, I guess that's good.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
I guess it's good. I don't want to know.
But the crazy thing about it is whenever I, say that to I would say a gentleman, but a nigga, like, they'd be like, damn, like, when you gonna let up? I'm just like, never. You would not be the one.
I was gonna say, you got to be worthy.
You have to be worthy. Yes. You have to be, like, I have standards now. At first, I used to be like, at first, y'all, I had a list. I had a list of how I wanted my man to be, and I was told to rip it up because maybe your list won't come true. So I listened. But I said, F that.
You ripped it up?
Hell no, I ain't rip it up.
Oh, I was getting ready to say.
And I'm still adding on to it. Like, nope, you can't get this, you can't do that. Because I have morals. Like, I might be on this dating apps. Like she said, it's pee in this goddamn pool. And now one of y'all motherfuckers is going to be able to, hell no. I'm the type of person, whenever I go out to a pool, y'all, I don't get in the pool. I sit on the side of the pool, nice with a cup, and I'm just looking. And that's how it is with the dating pool.
Oh my God.
No.
So okay. So is it harder? Do you think there are more good men out there or good women? Or available good men or available good women?
I think available good women. And the reason why I say good women is because even from me and my friends, me and my group, I feel like what we do is we give our good attributes or our good qualities to trash men. And it's like, it's horrible. Like, I can't even lie. Like, I've done it. Like, I literally just did it. And it's like, girl, when you look back, you be like, but then it's like you go through a point of healing. Yeah. But the healing, sometimes in that healing, I'm not gonna lie, you be like, I'm done. Like, I can't. Like, cause it's like, how many times? Like, this didn't happen about 1, 2, 3, too many times. Like, so right now I'm on the ledge. So, but I definitely think it's a lot of good women out there than there is men. And I feel like the reason for that is because when I feel like men have it not easy, but they meet a lot of women that give it up easy. And I could say that because I've been to college and I've seen it. It's like when you don't have to work for something, you so used to not being able to work for something. So when you're presented with the woman who makes you work for her, you're like, no, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to do that.
It's too difficult.
Like, why would I sit here and do that when I know it's somebody else that's going to do that? You know what I'm saying? But then it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, so where does that leave me? You know what I mean? Like, where does that leave all these other women that's like, I would like some effort. Like, you know what I mean? Like, where's the reciprocity? You know what I mean? Like, these men don't have no type of reciprocity. And I'm sick of it. They don't have no reciprocity. They don't have no consideration. Like, I'm tired. I'm sick.
Okay. So, Jamil, what are you finding? What are you finding in the dating pool?
I'm under that umbrella with her. I mean, even though, yeah, I'm a male, whatever the case may be, but she's right. Like when it comes down to guys, especially in the LGBTQ community, you know, it's slim pickings, you know, and it's just
like, why?
I mean, because in our community, everybody have sex with everybody. Like you can't.
So that's what it is.
It's small.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? It's very small. So it's like me, I'm damn sure not letting anybody just, you know, have sex with me, because at the end of the day, the pool's so small. I don't know who you know that's going, like, you know, who the, you know, I don't want drama. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's nip that in the bud right there. So I'm not gonna speak that into any type of atmosphere, but the type of person I am, y'all, I inspire niggas, okay? I'm not gonna hold you. Like, if a nigga come in my life, I'm inspiring him. I'm gonna make sure that he's doing his best. That's the type of person I am. I have to give to people. And if we communicate, and why not? Like, why do I got to be the one that's hustling, you know, posting pictures, gaining my influence, and you in a crib not doing nothing?
Yeah, that's unacceptable.
It's a lot of people that I, you know, communicate with who just, you know, don't really want to do nothing with their life. They're just comfortable, and I'm not a comfortable type of bitch. So it's just like, so when it comes down to, you know, dating people and giving my time to people, my time is worthy. Like my time is, I value my time. So it's just like a lot of these niggas don't value their time, which means they don't value my time. So why should I give you mine? But I give you my time because I allow you to do that. You know, that's just this.
I got you.
Invite you. I don't get the invite. Okay.
So now we talked about, you know, you guys' generation and the way you guys are just some real straight hustlers. I mean, now kudos for that. I'm not mad about that at all. Because you guys are owning this e-commerce, you know, these e-commerce streets. You guys are owning, you know, the network marketing streets, you know, and you're just going after your dreams and basically giving everybody the finger that's against you, you know, or that would be an obstacle in your way. Where did this mindset come from? How was it born?
YouTube. I think YouTube and apps, any type of app that you got going, Instagram, whatever, Facebook too. Like,
so what you're saying, you see other people hustling and that automatically makes you want to get out there and hustle?
It definitely does. It definitely
absolutely making money too.
I think that, like I said, like when I was telling you, well, when you and Michelle was telling me, like, oh, like you should definitely do a podcast. I didn't take it serious at first. Now I'm like, yeah, no, I'm about to take this serious, because it's like, I mean, like, why not? You know what I mean? Like, so I definitely think that, but you also have to realize that you have to, it's a certain type of audience, because me and my best friend was just talking about that today. Like, I don't watch YouTube couples anymore, but if you look at their views at the bottom of their videos, they'll have billions of views, like for their whole channel, like collectively they'll have
really
billions. Yes.
Why? Okay, so y'all some voyeurs, because why y'all so interested in what other people doing in their lives? I don't understand that part. And y'all kind of grew up watching couples. I know you said that.
I used to be. I was very invested in these people's lives. Okay, I feel like the very first YouTuber that I ever started watching, like vlog, like before vlogging was like even like big, was like Aaliyah J. I used to watch her all the time because, you know, she was a little cute chick from Brooklyn, and I loved her. Like, and then there was this other family I used to watch. I think it was like Levine Life. I don't know. I used to just love Instagram, YouTube, like families and everything. But it also depends on the audience. Like, you got to realize the type of audience that you're appealing to. Like, I'm not looking at YouTube couples right now because I know all your pranks is fake. I don't really care. The stuff that you do is fake. So it's like, you have yes. So everything is fake.
I don't watch them, so I don't know.
But it's like, like YouTube is not a thing now. So that same thing that you took from YouTube, now you bring it to another social media, which is TikTok. So now there's TikTok, you know, stuff like that.
Okay.
On TikTok.
So you can just make money. Okay, so is it that you can make money easier now? Like, it's a little bit easier to just go out and like, because we had to really work. Even our artists had to really go out and prove themselves in order to get put on. And so now you can just start your own YouTube channel or start selling your own, downloads or streams, and you can get rich just by putting your own music out there on, a streaming service. Or I don't know, y'all know I'm old, so I don't know the lingo, a title or, Apple Music or something like that.
The thing is, you have to have an influence. If you don't have an influence, then you're not making no money. Like, realistically, and that's why I'm pushing my 10K, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm hitting that 10K by the end of this year. But when it comes down to influence, your following, how many engagements you get on your comments and stuff like that, that's how you get your money. You can't, I've seen a lot of people who have 10K, maybe like 12, but their engagement sucks ass.
Yeah, Michelle talks about that, yeah.
And the thing about it is, nobody's not going to want to buy into you.
Right.
9 times out of 10, your followers are
robots.
Not organic. You paid for them. So it's like,
yeah.
Where is our money really going to? So it's like, you have to have that influence. And if you don't have that, then you're not going to be able to make money on social media.
So is that important? So
yes,
it's important in for your generation to build an image or a persona so that you can gain the influence. So the influence is kind of your currency. Is that?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So that's why we're, kind of all into the appearance, the looks, and Oh, okay.
Huh. Because if your hair looks nice, somebody's gonna be sending you their hair for free for you to promo. But the thing is, they pay you for promo. Like, I was watching Jada Waiter. You know Jada.
I know who Jada Waiter is. Finally, I know somebody. Yay! Yay!
It cost you. I could be lowballing, but I really think it cost you a good $50K for you to get promo on her page. I could be wrong, but
it's called Jada Waiter right quick.
What? Yes, and I could be lowballing. Like, I want to. It's either way. It's in the double digits. It's between.
But I mean,
right?
Do y'all think that all of that is kind of making it hard for just regular people? I mean, it's got to be some regular people in your generation too, right?
See. Now, this is where I'm going to come into play, right?
Okay, come on through there, baby.
You can't have the mindset of being regular. Okay. We already have different DNA. Some of us. I don't know about the DNA strands and stuff like that, but we already have our own different DNA. Why not create your own lane? A lot of people would rather be following versus being the follower. Hold on, wait, did I say that right?
No,
I that right.
The leader.
I didn't say that right at all.
No, that's okay.
That. A lot of people would rather follow somebody versus, the other way around. They don't want to be the leader. They rather be the caboose in the back. There we go.
Gotcha. Not the head of the train. Gotcha.
Not the head of the train, but the back of the train. But it's just like, snap out of that reality and know their worth, because that's where it all falls in play. Like, if you find yourself being regular like everybody else, then that means you don't know who you are. Because
but regular is not like necessarily like everybody else. When I say regular, I mean you're not concerned with being popular. You're not concerned with, everybody knowing your name. Like, you just go to work, or you have your own business. Whatever you do, you make your money, and it's just about you being happy in your own bubble or in your own life.
No, it shouldn't even matter. If you're making your coin,
Okay.
You still living your best life, loving yourself, then hey, shit, you still get your money.
Then you doing good. Okay, so if you're doing all of that, but I don't know, it just kind of feels like y'all be chasing. Y'all chasing the coins.
Who chasing what?
Y'all chasing the coins. I mean, y'all chasing the coin. Yeah, I mean, which is nothing wrong with chasing coins at all. Yeah. But it almost seems like as if that's the only priority. And so I just want to make sure that that's not the only thing, because Zaire, you're talking about you want to get married, you want to have kids. Ja, you didn't really say what you wanted in the future. You just said, you've been, celibate for 5 years and you're on Tinder. So, I mean, so I mean, what are you looking for in the future? Are you looking to settle down with somebody and, build a family and all of that?
I am most definitely. Okay. I'm not going to be celibate all my life, Somebody's going to sweep me off my feet someday. But
you're still a baby. You're all right. You got time.
I'm still a baby.
You still a baby.
But I do want a family. I do want to build. But right now my stage is building my legacy. I want to be able. Yes, when it comes down, when you said it's like we're chasing the money. Right now, I'm in the position to chase a little bag, chase a big bag, because I'm investing that bag to invest into my future. My vision is to not only be an influencer, but also wake people up at the same time, but also build a community.
Yes.
A lot of people, they miss, the purpose or whatever the case may be. But I want to build a community to where it's like no shade, no tea, but whatever I promote, they buy it. Because they trust me. That's the type of influence I'm trying to build. So when I'm sleeping, I'm making money. When I'm out on my yacht,
that's called passive income, baby.
Okay, I'm making money. Making money wherever. When I'm on the toilet, I'm making money. Let's be real. So it's just
shitting money.
At this point, I'm trying to work as hard so that when my legacy is fully built, I'll be able to relax and enjoy my family and just live a life that I wasn't able to live. That's the overall narrative. I want to be able to introduce my family to different stuff. I want to be able to introduce my kids to a lifestyle.
Yes.
I want to go around the world.
Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go do dinner and in Italy.
Yes.
That's what I want to do.
Ready. Get your stuff.
You having a bad day, baby? You know what? Mommy taking you to Costa Rica.
Okay.
Tomorrow. Get your bags packed. That's the kind of mama I want to be. That's what I'm trying. That's my goal. I'm just saying.
You're gonna get there.
Absolutely.
It's
absolutely.
Here. Period.
So okay, guys, this has been amazing. However, let's talk about some current events, some rapid things that's going on. I'm gonna ask you guys I'm gonna throw some topics out there. You guys tell me what you think about the current situation. Y'all ready?
Okay.
Yeah.
Why are you looking like that, Zaire?
I know the way your brain works, so I'm scared.
What you mean? These are very innocent. I didn't tell Jai any of the questions, and I told him I wasn't telling you, which I didn't. It's very easy, guys. Come on now. Zaza, don't mess with me today, because I can't choke you tomorrow. Okay. Literally. All right. Tell me what you guys think about Kanye West renting out the Mercedes-Benz Stadium for $1 billion a day to finish his album, Donda.
It's a scam.
So we just gonna go with scam?
I say scam because at the end of the day, you're building momentum. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
He rented out that stadium, right? And gave people the opportunity to go for free. For what? You had a stocking cap on. And you didn't even perform nothing. You was walking around with a bubble. It's 90 degrees outside, sir.
He actually still has, it's been reported that 3 days later, he still has that same outfit on.
And my thing is also, honestly, for real, as a black person going to another black person, I need this man to get help. I don't know if he's spiraling out of control, and I don't know what type of people he has in camp. You living in a stadium that is in the middle of a panorama? Go home.
You in this panorama.
Go home.
All right, Ja.
You have kids. You have kids that are going through a divorce.
Well, they were there. They did come to the listening party. Kim Kardashian did bring the kids to the listening party.
Oh, that's
cute.
They
didn't take him
home.
It
is cute. And I think they said it was reported that he still had on his ring. She done left you. So it's like, come on, dude. You got a whole girlfriend in these streets and you still got that ring on. Take it off. Don't be about that life. But go ahead. Go ahead, John. What's your opinion?
Well, I honestly, I don't be really into the I try to stay out of other people's business, but this one is definitely a good topic. So when it comes down to marketing, his marketing is sick.
It's genius.
It's
genius.
He said, he's building the hype, and I'm all about building the hype. I just wish you would have done it another way. But the thing about it is, I just hope this album is not trash, because with all this hype that's being built, if it's a flop,
I'm just saying it's not getting good reviews. Like the reviews from the stadium are that the album so far is trash. I mean, those are the reviews. I wasn't there. However, several of the reviews were like, yeah, it's trash.
That's
amazing. I'm just saying, well, Kanye, good luck to you. We hope that, you finish Donda, and we hope that it's amazing as your previous work, which was, has been amazing. So get it together, bro, get some help and make that album. So Michelle just said, what do you guys think about the new Lil Nas X video?
Marketing genius. That's marketing genius.
Okay. I don't know what's going on. So.
That's a marketing genius right there, baby. He ate that up. Because let me tell you something. He said, he was going through this little scandal with the sneakers and how the sneakers had blood in it, how it looked like a shoe. He sure did put that in the video. And guess what? Every person that clicked that video was for the national bail. The bail something, because a lot of people in America can't afford bail.
The cash bail system sucks, right?
Yeah, wow. And he raised money for that.
So he put money in.
No, people don't watch the video. They had the opportunity to donate while they watched the video. He raised mad money for that.
And he go Lil Nas X. Okay then. Yes. And that's what I'm talking about. That's how you put your money where your freaking mouth is. And that's how you shut your haters up. Shut up, haters. I'm giving you life right now.
He's like, when I say he did what was needed to be done, he did. And it's a lot of people who want to talk they sugar honey iced tea when it comes down to the video, but at the end of the day, he's doing something to help people. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either.
I said, I told whatever. That video is sickening, but as a influencer who is actually comfortable in his skin, and the whole video itself is very much so transparent. It was in the jail cell with straight people. Like it's a lot of things that a lot of people don't want to talk about.
I haven't seen it.
Girl, look at it.
I gotta watch it. I haven't seen it. I've seen all the hype surrounding it. T.I. came out and said something. Who else? It was somebody. The baby. The baby. It looks like everybody is pissed at the baby right now.
As they should be.
Okay, so what did he say? I don't even know what he said.
He basically, I'm not.
Y'all look like he is on the edge of his seat.
What he said was very disrespectful to a specific demographic of people.
Okay.
And this is I'm not going to say what he said because it's very vulgar, but basically, I'll say that the clean parts. He basically was like, if you came here tonight to Rolling Loud, let's talk about how everybody's at Rolling Loud, like we're not in another pandemic, but that's okay. So he's saying to people, put your hands in the air if you don't have HIV or one of those life-threatening diseases. Then he goes, put your hands in the air if you ain't in the parking lot giving fellatio.
Specifically men in a parking lot giving fellatio in a parking lot. And then his DJ had the nerve to be like, yeah, because y'all be sus. And he was like, yeah, y'all need to be honest because y'all do be sus. And it's just like...
Right. So then after that...
Really?
He came back and everybody was like, what are you saying? Like, because he was saying... Then he came on Instagram and was like, yeah, I wasn't talking about my fans because even my gay fans...
So how you going to separate?
He was like, my gay fans, they don't have HIV because they're not drug dealers. Or they're not drug users. They're not junkies. I said, wait, sir.
You do know we've learned so much about how AIDS is transmitted and all of that since the 80s, right? Because he is talking real old school style, like for real, before we had the new information.
Very much so ignorant.
Very.
And this is the last time, and this is the last time I want to talk about this, because at the end of the day, I'm in a place to where it's like the labeling is what actually caused division. And I try not to label myself, but when it comes down to being disrespectful to something that I would be placed in, it's like, damn, like, how can you go public and you're an influencer, like people are watching you. Why don't you use your influence to uplift people versus bring them down? Why are you talking about a disease that you lied about? He said died 2 to 3 weeks. That's not even, look, do your research.
What? He said what now?
He said, well, the beginning when he was like, you got AIDS, HIV, it's gonna kill you in the next 2 or 3 weeks. He said something in the frame of death in 2 to 3 weeks, and it was not accurate. Like if you are educated on diseases, if you are educated on the community, if you are educated on anything, you would never came sideways with that comment.
No, and and if you know how many gay men and women, or gay men, mostly, primarily, lost their lives during that whole AIDS epidemic. Like, how many people lost their, significant others, lost their brothers, like, you know what I mean? Like, you would be way more sensitive than to say something like that. And so, are you guys still going to support him? Because that's what it boils down to. Are you guys still going to buy his music?
By what music?
I mean, well, he does have a lot of music now, John. Don't do that. Don't do that. He does. He puts out music consistently, but the way that you divest it, the way that you show that you don't support him is to divest. And so if you're going to still see him, with high record sales and all of that, then the outrage is pointless. You know what I'm saying? We got to show our outrage by not supporting the person, hitting them in the pockets.
But I think our generation is a in a time of moments. Like, this is a moment. Like, you could be like, yeah, like, I'm over it. I'm never gonna support him again. Like me, I don't listen to R. Kelly. I don't listen to anything that has to do with R. Kelly. I don't even want to hear any remix of R. Kelly. Nothing.
Me either.
But that was a moment. For some people, that was a moment. Like, they're like, no, we're still playing him at the cookout. Baby, don't invite me.
Don't invite me either. Because I will straight go up to the radio and turn, or the Bluetooth or whatever, and be like, next. Yeah, or I'll leave.
You know?
Okay. So,
but also, I just feel like when it comes down to the whole baby situation, that's karma. Because you were supposed to be friends with Meg Thee Stallion. You brought Tory Lanez out there. Now look, your career. Once Elton John says something, baby, your career's done.
Baby, I love me some Elton John now. Love me some Elton John. Shout out to my cousin Tanya Sugar Lips, who used to sing for Elton John. I think she may still do some stuff with him. I don't know. But yeah, okay, go ahead. So, it's me. Go ahead. So let's move on. How has the pandemic affected you guys? Has it made you realize just the I don't know, just how serious life is, or not serious, just depending on, how you flow with it. But has it made you get out and say, you know what, I got to grind more. I got to get to where I'm trying to go quicker, or I just need to, make sure that I stay focused. How has the pandemic changed you guys? Jamil or Zaire? Either one of y'all. Jamil.
Okay. So I did. You wasn't on the live you wasn't on the call when I was telling her about my transition into when I actually became my own person. So when I became my own person, I did that during the pandemic. A lot of people will say, oh, the pandemic did me wrong, throw 2020 away. But it wasn't really, when it comes down to your mindset, it's all about how you capture your life. And I captured my life in a big way in the pandemic. I did things that a lot of people wouldn't have done in the pandemic. I got my car, a house, a job. You see what I'm saying? I did all of these things in the pandemic. The pandemic has blessed me. If I was still in the mindset of, my family where they shut down, didn't go outside, didn't do anything, I don't think I would be here in Atlanta. I don't think I would have been able to get my car or get a job or anything that I've already accomplished. So I feel like me personally, the 2020 was the best year for me. It did open my eyes to a lot of different things, and I'm just grateful for it because now I'm hustling. Now I'm in my hustling mode. You can't stop me.
So it did cause you to grind a little bit more.
No pandemic is going to stop me from making my coins.
Y'all in these coins. Oh, Jesus. What about you, Ms. Zaza?
I feel like the pandemic made me focus on myself a lot more. Okay. In every aspect, mental health. Thanks to the pandemic, I started going to therapy, y'all.
Praise God. Praise God.
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
Yes,
I love that. That's amazing.
And then I started going to the gym, you know. So it's like really learn and also learning things that make you happy because you couldn't
learning yourself.
You had to learn yourself, you know what I mean?
Yes.
You have to learn what you like, what you don't like. And even if you don't like it, like how are you gonna combat that? How are you gonna fix that? You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that the pandemic gave me a new sense of self.
Okay.
Which I didn't know that I desperately needed until now. So yay. Shout out to Corona.
Okay, shout out to Sis Rona.
Okay. Do we really? That's what we gonna do?
But no, for real. Like, if anybody, like, when I hear people who talk down on the year 2020, my question is, well, what did you do? You know, how did you take that time?
How did you grow?
How did you grow? Like, you wasn't going to work. You know, like, you know, if you had to do virtual, at least you was at home. What was you doing? How was you taking that time to develop and, you know, become a new version of yourself? Because I feel like that was the time.
Say that again.
Like,
hold. Josh, say that sentence. Become what? Say that again.
The new version of yourself.
All right. We can go now.
Okay.
We can go now. But no, I don't know why people don't understand that that's exactly what we all should have been doing inside of the panorama.
Okay. They was in there eating, watching TV,
watching the news,
getting scared.
Right.
Like, stop that. Focus on you. Turn everything off.
So let me ask you guys this. I know Michelle and I talked about this. How are y'all feeling about the vaccine? Or have you guys both been immunized? I'm saying immunized. Well, yeah, I guess it is. Vaccinated. How do y'all feel about that? What's going on? Well, go ahead. Why are you looking like that,
John? This ain't my live, John. This ain't my live.
I got vaccinated because I wanted to be safer. Like they say, like, you know, like if you get your vaccine, well, the CDC says a lot of stuff that they be nigging on right now. But in the beginning, it was like, you know, if you're vaccinated, this person's vaccinated, y'all could be in the same area. Y'all don't need to wear a mask. Y'all should be good.
Yeah, they've changed those guidelines. Yeah.
Now they're changing the guidelines. Unfortunately, do I think I'm going to get another vaccine? I don't think so because I don't see.
When you say another, you mean if it requires a booster?
Yes, if it requires a booster, I don't think I'm going to get it because at the end of the day, I don't know. I got it the first time and you're still telling me I have to wear a mask. Not saying that I was taking my mask off anyway. Like I was never really taking my mask off, but I'm just saying like, if this is supposed to be some type of barrier towards Corona, why do I need to get another? I don't get it. So no, I won't get it again. But yes, I do have it.
That's good.
Ja?
Huh?
How do you feel about them?
Me personally, I didn't get the vaccine. Okay. I didn't get the vaccine only because when I stepped into this and into, you know, knowing who I am, getting intuitive and peeping out bullshit, I personally peeped out bullshit. When they was pushing the vaccine too hard for me. Too damn hard. That's one. Two, there's another Delta 8 or Delta something.
Delta variant,
another vaccine coming that's different from Corona. So it's just like, you're telling me that those who got the vaccine, they're going to have to get a vaccine again for this new disease?
Well, I think that but President Biden, I think he said recently that as of right now, you don't, or maybe it was Dr. Fauci, that said, as of right now, there are no recommendations, or it doesn't look like you're going to have to get another dose or another shot next year. That's what I thought I heard. I could be wrong.
I don't care what the president say, because at the end of the day, they're saying that to make sure that people don't get scared. You see, it's all a scare.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So right now, and we have to understand that the media does not tell us everything. The media definitely tries to kind of, contain mass hysteria, and if they told us the truth about things, it would create, I think in a lot of instances, some hysteria amongst the masses. But right now, and this is according to hearsay, from a doctor, but right now it looks like the age group, or what I've heard is that the age group that's being affected mostly now is 40-year-olds down to 2-year-olds. And so right now it looks like the young people are being most impacted by the disease or by the virus. So when you say, hey, I'm not going to get it, like because of all of the other negative talk or information that's out there, I mean, just also look at it is a protective. Like, okay, if you get it, what's at the most, what could go wrong? At the most, what are you worried about going wrong? Because we know that it's not a microchip. You know what I mean? Like, we know that. And I get it. Like, I was real hesitant too. Like, and you can see in one of our podcasts, I was like, I don't want to grow another tail. Like, so you don't know. But I grew up, we've all had vaccinations, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so I think that I was a little bit concerned that how they get that so fast, wait a minute. But we also have to realize that technology and our, knowledge has definitely expanded a lot. And, it's gotten a lot quicker to where they can, use computers to really try to find, different cures or whatever, and to test different cures. So cures, vaccines, whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to tell nobody what to do, because I think that that's a personal decision. Yeah. You have to make it for yourself, because hell, I ain't got to live with the consequences of your choice, And I didn't want anybody to tell me what to do, which nobody did tell me what to do. But, I don't know.
I feel like, when the pandemic happened, this is just my point of view, and this is like how my belief system is set up.
Yes.
When the pandemic happened, all these killings, all these deaths, that's what scared a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of people fear death, which is cool. But if it's my time to go,
you could be sitting in your living room. Like, if it's your time to go, you could be sitting in your living room not doing nothing.
I just want y'all to know, if that's what killed me, then it was my time. But it's just like, I'm gonna make sure that at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't even go to the doctors, because at the end of the day, I don't know.
I'm gonna need you to go to the doctor, boo.
I'm gonna go.
Okay.
But when it comes down to like injecting something inside me, like I don't know what type of side effects I'm gonna get. My sister, like after we came back from a cruise or whatever, like she hasn't really felt like herself, and it's not COVID, but it's just like, who's to say if she would have got the shot, that shot was gonna kill her? It's a lot of people who did die from getting a shot.
Really? I mean, I've heard that, but I haven't heard any real evidence to prove that. Now, with that, let me say that, yes, people are going to, everybody's going to have a different reaction to stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, period. Michelle's like, I'm still not taking it. I get it. I get it. I think that and it took me a minute to get there, to be like, okay. But what I had to think about was my kids. They're going back to school. They going back to school quickly. But they're going to be around all of these other kids. I don't know who got the shot, who didn't. But at the same time, when they come back home, while it may not impact them, and again, as I've heard, they're not being honest about the demographics of people who are being impacted now and who are now filling up those hospitals.
They're going to wait to tell you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sure. I mean, probably, when they want some more people to get it, I get it. But I gotta be here for them. And so if they come home with something, they may not get sick, but my age, or whatever risk factors, I may get sick, and it may kill me, And so who's gonna raise my kids? So I guess as a parent, I have to think on another level, or I have to think larger, expand my thought process. And it can't just be about me, because I was like, I ain't doing this. This is crazy. But then I'm like, again, as you said, Ja, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. And that's whether I got the goddamn vaccine or not. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, okay. So, next, it's supposed to be rapid fire, right? Okay. Now, I know, Zaire, you wanted to talk about this the other day. Erica Mena and Safari. What's going on?
Wow. What's going on with them two?
What's new in the land of reality, love, and hip hop?
I just feel like, honestly, like I said, these men nowadays they lack reciprocity and they lack compassion. Like, I get it. Like, I feel like people are saying like it's her fault, but I'm a woman, and I've been where it's like, girl, leave him. Y'all don't know what that man told her. He probably sold her a dream. We don't know what he told her.
She said that. Okay, so Ja, just so you know, I watch Love and Hip Hop. She doesn't, but she got all these opinions, which is great. But she said that she was like, he pretended to be something in the beginning, and I didn't find out later until he wasn't that at all. Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know if Safari could pretend that well. I mean, if that's the case, he needs to be acting. He needs to be getting his acting on.
Because the thing is, I don't know Safari. I know what I see. I don't know behind social media. I don't know who he is at home. I don't know what type of father he is. All I know.
Okay, let me stop you there. Because I'm watching and they're talking in the studio and the baby is in there and the baby falls with the goddamn, guitar, hits her in the head. He sits there and laughs at his own child. I mean, granted, I can understand at first she'd be like, but then you're chuckling as you grab your baby. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not going to be like, it may not be funny a little bit, but at the end of the day, like your first instinct is to grab your child, not just sit back and laugh. And so she's like, you stupid idiot. Like, what are you doing? Why didn't you pick her up? And he's like, well, she's got to learn that life is hard. She's got to learn it's going to be bumps and bruises in life.
What?
Like, what the hell kind of, who had a baby with this dude?
That's not what he said.
What kind of crazy do you have to be to have a baby with a fool like that?
He said, it's your fault. You should have never let her play with the guitar. That's what he said. That's what he said.
He said that, and he said the other stuff too. I watched him.
I said, it's my fault. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. Cut that off. Baby, cut that off. Sign that dotted line.
I'm glad that she realizes, as she said on the last show, looks like I'm going to be doing this by myself.
Yep. Yeah. As you waited 22 weeks to tell him you pregnant.
But wait, don't you already have a child?
She has an older child that we clearly don't see, that's not on the show. So now she has one with him and two with him. Yeah. She knew what she was getting into. She knew she didn't have.
Wait, she got two?
She got 3 kids.
Wait, she got one on the way?
No, she just had one like 2 weeks ago or a week ago.
What? Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just saying,
maybe
that's that.
I mean, maybe she matized, put the D in front of it, matized.
I mean, maybe she is, but is it that much matized in the world? I mean, I'm sorry, not to where you just gonna pick anybody to have a family with or have kids with.
We also have to take into account that regardless if y'all want to be mad at her for choosing the man that she married, this is not her boyfriend. Like, this is her husband.
No, this is her husband. I 100% agree.
You can't just throw him away. You know,
no, facts.
Like, he's not disposable like that. Like, this is your husband. Y'all took vows in front of y'all family and in front of God. So it's like, I honestly, I feel bad.
He's a bubbling idiot. And when it comes to my kids, and you sit there when my kid falls, and you think it's funny, yeah, I'm sorry. You do get thrown out. It is what it is. I'm laughing. You're not a good father. I mean, I'm sorry. No, you don't have to learn how to be a good person.
No.
And so if you got to learn how to be a good person, I'm good. Everybody needs to learn how to be better. We all need to learn how to be better people. But if you got to, like, if you just to get to the ceiling, you got to try. I mean, to the floor, you got to try. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, last question of the night. So, have you guys heard of heard of the story where Jeff Bezos, and Jeff Bezos is what, Amazon? Any Amazon? Is giving away $100 million to not entrepreneurs, but what's the word? People that are involved in philanthropy and nonprofits and, helping the community. He gave $100 million so far to Van Jones, and he gave $100 million to some general or something. And I guess they both have, nonprofit organizations, or both, helping in the community. So here's $100 million to do what you want to do with it. So my question to you guys, what would you do if Jeff Bezos called you up and said, here's $100 million
First of all, not Jeff Bezos.
Better your community? What would you do?
First of all, not Van Jones the coon. That's one. Two, honestly,
we're not gonna talk about Van Jones.
He's definitely a coon.
I want to know what you would do with $100 million to help the Black community.
I would definitely open a after school program in my neighborhood because, but I would also have life.
We're talking $100 million, baby. You can open them across New York.
Yeah, but I gotta start small. I can't just start big. So I would definitely start with that. I would start with after school programs with Black mentors, and especially a lot of I want a lot of programs that'll help Black men or young boys that are becoming young men get some type of guidance with entrepreneurial or powerful Black men, because I feel like sometimes a lot of Black men, which is the problem now, they don't have Black men influence in their life, which leads them to do stuff or act not of us. So I would do that. I would also, I don't know if you guys know, but I live in Harlem and it's very gentrified, and I don't like that. So I would also give us the opportunity to have some of the same stuff in our neighborhood, but also keep the cost low. Like we have like in my neighborhood, like my direct neighborhood, we used to have a supermarket that was catered to the people that lived there. So we would have fruit, stuff like that,
fresh vegetables, affordable.
Right.
Okay.
We don't have that anymore, which sucks because a lot of people, we haven't had it since like I was in high school, but like we haven't had it. So it's like, it sucks because there's a old, like a nursing home by my home, like literally across the street. We don't have a supermarket anymore. So the supermarket that we have is Whole Foods. People can't afford that. Like Whole Foods is expensive. So it's like, you also have to be able to put stuff in your neighborhood for the people in your demographic that you're serving to be able to afford it, and to be able to, just be able to afford it. Like, I just hate that. We don't have a supermarket. I have to walk way far. But I would definitely start with the kids, and I would definitely start with food. And buy the block. Yes. Okay. And housing. So, yeah.
Housing is important. Yeah, we have a big homelessness problem, and a big just not people being not able to afford homes right now or housing. Jamel, I know you got big plans for this $100 million. I already know it.
Yeah, I have a lot. But wow. Well, first of all, you just can't spend $100 million. Like, you have to make sure that $100 million come right back to you. Like, you have to invest it. One. Okay, so it's all about investing. I'm starting to learn that, reinvest and stuff like that. But with that $100 million, of course, I'll reinvest. But I'm really big on mental health. Especially in the Black community, it's a lot of stuff that, we need to release when it comes down to, anxiety, depression, and stuff like that. But people don't really know how important it is to vent. So it's just like, I want to be able to build different programs, not just in the community, but when it comes down to the schools, like, I don't know if I want to make my own school where it's just straight Black people, like elementary, middle.
Come on, LeBron James.
Period. Because at the end of the day, I was reading something, they said like they're taking out certain stuff, like certain history out of the school systems. So I kind of feel some type of way because half of the shit that they taking out, they're not even being real about it. It's being sugarcoated. Right. And and I feel like as Black people, we don't know our heritage. So I will invest in making sure that our Black people are educated about who we are, about where we come from, about how shit really was, during slavery, because that's sugarcoated too. Like, people don't know how deep it goes. And I feel like when people have that sense of how everything went, everybody's gonna be in alignment. Like, my whole thing is, I want to make sure you're mentally together, you're healthy. So maybe putting out some fitness, some gyms, little small gyms, and doing courses and stuff like that. Like, I want it to be anybody can do it. I'm not gonna exclude nobody, but when it comes down at the end of the day, I gotta look out for my people. at the end of the day because we need it. Like, and I will invest that $1 million, that $100 million to make sure we're all in alignment. And to be realistic, if we just come and if we think on the same way on the waves, like if we just align.
Good luck with that. I mean,
money is gonna have to motherfucking do it. $100 million.
I'm just saying, there's a whole. I always say, if I was Noah, the Lord probably ain't gonna pick me to be Noah, because I would reject a whole lot of people from there. Because we ain't never gonna be on the same page, and I'm cool with that. Here's the thing, guys. It's been great. We're almost at an hour and a half. I can't believe it. Like, I have had such a wonderful time with you two tonight. John, thank you for coming and joining us. Zaza, I can't wait to see you tomorrow. Give me some closing thoughts. Make it 10 seconds, guys.
Podcast on the way. You know, your favorite guest with the best, and that's that.
Period. Invest in your dreams, believe in yourself, and then your life is going to be taken care of the rest of the way. Period.
Wonderful. Now, one more question. How can people follow you guys on social media? If you want to throw that out there. I know, Zaza, you kind of, but I mean, if you want to throw it out there.
You can follow me on Instagram. It's ZAAA__T. On Instagram.
I'm her sister and I don't even follow her. I ain't never heard that information before ever. But okay, I'm pretty sure she'd be stalking me though. But what is your Instagram or what is your social media?
So my Instagram is Jahmill with 2 L's. So JAHMEILL. And then my Facebook name is King Ja. So y'all should see my beautiful face just pop up. Other than that, those are the only social medias I'm on, y'all.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Again, we got to do this again, okay? So y'all don't forget us. We got to do this again. To our listeners, thank y'all for listening. Don't forget to support our sponsors, repyourcityga.com for those vintage Atlanta t-shirts. Yeah. They got them ready to go. If you're watching the podcast, please like, comment, share. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you want us to talk about. info@raindropcombos.com. I'm sorry, oh God, Michelle not on here to get me. She not. Check the past podcast to find out what the goddamn email address is. I ain't got time for it today. Guys, we love y'all. Thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next time. Peace out.